The MTA is committed to providing you the best in transit, and we're interested in your thoughts about MTA service. That's why we feature a segment called Ask the MTA. On each Ask the MTA segment, we give you an opportunity to ask MTA personnel a question you have concerning transit. And here to answer your questions is Program Manager of MTA Local Transit Support, Trina Trotman. Recently, we took to the streets for your customer questions, and here's our first one.
My question for MTA is, in case of a natural disaster, do you have anything in place to communicate with extreme amount of calls coming to your MTA center?
So do we have a way of communicating when things happen?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, MTA uses a variety of communication outlets to provide timely information to our customers. Such resources as the MTA website, which is www.mtamaryland.gov, as well as Facebook, Twitter, email notifications, local TV and radio updates.
So they get it all, they get it all, and they can even call us too to find out if services are going on.
Yes, they can.
Even when we had the big blizzards, MTA was really active and we were out there, we were on the news constantly, so we definitely have a way of getting in touch with folks.
That's right. We try to provide timely information and we do our very best.
Very good. Now our next question.
My name is Patsy Combs. I'm from the Randallstown area. I would like to know why it is necessary for the people that ride the train, that when the train delivers them at the subway station, that they have to run down the steps or run down the escalators in order to catch the bus outside.
Wow. So folks are, they want that bus.
They sure do. I'm a Metro rider myself, so I often see people rushing up the escalator trying to get to their destinations. MTA suggests that that customers use public transit etiquette when using the escalators. So what we recommend is that customers ride on the right-hand side of the escalator when they're going up and down, and leave the left side open so that customers who are in a hurry can just rush up.
It's like driving on the highway. It's just like being on the highway. There's a passing lane, the slow lane, and the passing lane.
Exactly.
Stay in the slow lane.
But we want to encourage those who are rushing to be safe and courteous as well.
Right. But I see that a lot too, and I'm like, okay, just move over to the right. You can't stand in the middle, you know.
Exactly.
So, but that's a good point. Now, our next question.
My name is Daryl. I live in East Baltimore, and I was wondering that after the earthquake today, if MTA suspended service, and if they did, if they found any damage or any reason other than that, even if they might want to curtail service for any length of time.
So did we go out and check everything, make sure things weren't shook apart?
We did. MTA dispatched its MTA crew within 15 minutes of the earthquake.
So they were still shaking themselves and they went out there.
Yeah, exactly. And what they did was they went out and they looked at the critical and non-critical areas of light rail, MARC, and Metro. And as a precautionary measure, they temporarily suspended services to allow additional inspection of infrastructures as well as the rail system.
So we took a lot of measures just to make sure our customers were safe.
Yeah, and then within an hour or so, service was resumed at a slower speed to allow for additional
like manual kind of inspections that are going through.
Correct.
So that's good. We have protocols in place to keep folks safe when they're in our system.
Yeah, we were on it. We were right on it.
Now we just have to be careful for hurricane season.
I know.
All righty. Now our next question.
Yes, my name is Anthony Robinson from Northwest Baltimore, and my question is, do MTA have any public bathrooms?
Do we have public restrooms? I'm not certain about.
We have restrooms, but no, not at this time. They are not really for the public.
They're for the employees.
For the employees, yes. Metro has a very low, when it was initially built, it was built with low velocity sewage injectors, meaning that it was only built for minimum to moderate use.
So not for like large
crowds.
Not for a large
crowd. And the ridership that we're receiving now on Metro, we just can't accommodate them. And we also looked at expanding the capacity of the restrooms, but we just don't have the space to do it right now.
Well, the other thing is a lot of our system are near restaurants and public, places where you can go and use the restrooms. We just simply, again, plan ahead, especially if you have a medical condition or you've been eating or whatever else, just know, first of all, you can't bring food and everything else on the system. So plan ahead and look for areas near our stations.
Yeah.
Our next question.
Hi, my name is Nicole Belton and I'm from Baltimore County. What is the MTA doing to prepare for the new school year?
Oh boy,
But
the
we know
whole
that's an issue.
school trips. What's going on? What do we do?
Well, what MTA does is it continuously look at ridership levels,
Okay.
and then it works to look at the loading and the destination points to ensure that we are meeting the demand of the customers. And when necessary, we will try to change the schedules.
Or add more
to,
buses or do
Yeah,
something
to
like that.
accommodate the demand.
That
And we
sounds
also work with the local public jurisdictions to ensure that students are aware of the bus schedules and that they utilize the transit services to get to and from school in a timely manner.
Right. You know, there's nothing really we can do short
Right.
of just making sure folks are in a good place.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Our next and last question is one we received by email. It's from Jane Frazier of Calverton, Maryland. Jane writes, here in the Washington area, I see Metro Access service vans transporting disabled individuals to work and school and wondered whether Baltimore had a similar service for the disabled. I have a relative who lives in Baltimore and who could benefit from this type of service. So does the MTA have services like this, and what's it called?
We do. Our service is called Mobility
Okay.
Paratransit, and it's for citizens who are unable to use the local bus, light rail,
Okay.
and metro.
Okay.
And for more information, you can visit our website at www.mta.maryland.gov.
Okay. Now there are, and this is what people need to understand about this, you have to become eligible in order to get this service.
Correct.
And there are certain service perimeters in which we operate, you know, as far as it has to be a certain distance and mileage from a fixed route service.
Correct.
Right.
And I think the service is only provided in the Baltimore region
Right.
and surrounding counties.
Right.
But that's as far as it goes.
But that's good. I mean, to know that we have that service there, that's important. I see a lot of the mobility vans all over town.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
thank
today.
you.
And you know what? We got to
fine.
have you back and share more information.
Okay. Thank you.
If you have questions you'd like to ask the MTA, visit our MTA television show link at mta.maryland.gov or drop us a line. Check us out on Facebook or Twitter. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Now you take care.